Pandas, 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 pandas. I got broads in Atlanta, just in dope knee and panda. Pandas, welcome to my stream. I hope everyone had an amazing weekend. Good morning, guys. Welcome, welcome. Thanks for enjoying the stream. You could literally be anywhere in the world right now, and you are finding yourself here, being part of this community. Michael B, thanks for becoming a panda. Do appreciate your ongoing support. Day trading like a predator. Good morning. Cost Beast. Good morning. Dano. Good morning. Wayne Bignell. Kellyanne. Good morning. Welcome, guys. Joining us bright and early. Make sure you guys fill out that poll. Let me know what kind of day you think it might be today. Currently, trading range is winning. Vlad, good morning. Welcome to the stream. Boy, oh boy, pandas. I'll just say this right now. This week we might have some crazy volatility. I'm not gonna lie. We have a lot of news. Almost every single day this week, except today, we're gonna have some sort of high impact news. I mean, according to these websites, I don't know for sure. Sometimes there's almost no impact, but tomorrow at 10 a.m. Eastern time. This is all Eastern time. I'm always working Eastern time. CB consumer confidence. I really don't even know what that is, but it's high impact. And the big one will be the big one's gonna be the FOMC. And boy oh boy, I'll just say this right now. FOMC is gonna be crazy. I think it's gonna be crazy this Wednesday, and it'll be at 2 p.m. I won't be streaming while that goes on, but I mean I'll be streaming Wednesday. But when the news comes out, I won't be streaming, and I'll just say this right now. It's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be crazy. I mean, I think it's gonna be crazy. I don't really know, but just the volatility and the amount of news we have this week, and that's also the Fed fund rate. At the same time, FOMC press conference. The FOMC statement and FOMC press conference will be at 2:30, but 2 o'clock is when the news comes, or when the volatility really hits. Sometimes the FOMC announcement will cause another volatility, the conference, will cause more volatility, but the big one usually comes at 2 o'clock when the statement gets released. And 8:30, advanced GDP on Thursday. And Friday, core PCE price index at 8:30 a.m. So we may get some volatility, pandas. Some serious volatility. But I will say probably Wednesday the market might be very slow, and that's why we do Whiskey Wednesdays, because when there's an FOMC statement, oftentimes in the morning before it happens, it's just complete chop. It's just, it's typically very hard to trade. So keep that in mind. Good morning, guys. Kamau, good morning. Frank Angelo, good morning. Bad J, good morning. Pineapple Lim, good morning. Welcome, guys. Welcome to the stream. Market's about to open. Let's see what's happening with the price action right now. I mean, this is very, very, very interesting. Look at the daily chart. We're currently printing an inside candle, and we might have an inside candle just because we have so much news today or this week. Oftentimes when that happens, you're gonna get stuff like inside candle until the news happens, and it basically means breakout mode on the higher time frame. Right, this is a daily chart. So like daily chart, we can look something like this. It's gonna just be inside OII pattern. This is tending to get O. It's a outside up bar, right? But still contained within the range, right? Closed within the range and of the previous candle. And so it's a outside bar, outside up bar, inside bar. Basically breakout mode. They're all the same. So this is coiling up for some big move. 2000 tick chart.
5-minute trap.
All right, 10,000 tick chart. We're clearly above the 20 MA. Big push up and currently no follow through. It's just the first pullback though. The 5-minute chart I typically don't like to look at until after the market is opened. Big push up on the 2000 tick chart. Very interesting here. What we have here is a spike in channel, and this spike in channel breaks and makes a new high, and here we get a two-legged pullback. A, B, C. Second entry long fails. That fails. Guess what? That fails, and then that fails. So we have some craziness going on right there, and that typically means for me when some price action happens like that, the market today might be very choppy. It'd probably be trading range, in my opinion. When you have that many failures in a row, very tricky, very tricky. In my mind, what should have happened was, yeah, we should have just pushed down. Like, this trap makes sense to me. But the fact that we broke up above this pivot high, tricky, right? We break beneath the 20 MA. It's a good place for a trap. It's not a good place for a long trade, even though you have a very good signal bar. It doesn't mean you should go long because you're underneath the 20 MA. Strong push down, right? Strong bear bars, and so what you're looking for is basically a hit off the 20 MA, and you could say maybe this is a little too far from the 20 MA. I don't think it is. It's pretty much right there where you would like it, but we try to test it again, basically making micro, triple top here and reverses. So very hard to trade because even though it looks okay, but if you were to actually enter this trade and you saw this setup here with this signal bar looking for a trap trade, that's actually very enticing to take, especially if you counted this as a breaker trend to new high. And even that could be, argued if this is a breaker trend to new high. This could be maybe the first breaker trend for a lot of people. Breaker trend to new high. One thing also is the way this went up. It's very choppy. So choppy that it created a trading range on the trading range indicator. The trading range indicator, right, marked the top here, and if you were to go long here, you'd be trying to go long at the top of the trading range according to the indicator. And I'm just pointing out that we just went up in such a choppy way that the indicator said we were actually top of a trading range right here instead of a continuation, and it actually was a good place to look for a reversal. And the trading range indicator is still here. We just hit the bottom trading range. So it's just confusing right now. We could be in a big trading range now, and let's see. We can count this as a breaker trend to new low. In my opinion, because we have this trap here, to me, I would really count this as a reversal and seeing this as a downtrend at the moment. That's how I would read this, but we'll see. To me, this looks more like a downtrend starting to begin. I'm not sure how long the downtrend is going to last for, but we shall see. I mean, we're hitting the bottom of a trading range, right? Spike in channel. The bottom of the channel typically gets tested, which is where we're at right now. And the market's trying to decide. Technically, we've already made a trading range, right? It was a one big leg up, one big leg down. Technically, this is a trading range. It's just a two-leg trading range. But now the market's trying to decide: are we going to continue to bounce off the bottom of this, or we're going to go down? Speedy boy, good morning. Bernadette, good morning. Bernadette, hope you're doing okay. FZen, good morning from the Rockies. Make sure you guys scalp that like button. We're about to rock and roll here. Market's about to open. 20 seconds. but I still think this is very tricky, and the fact that this was so tricky makes me want to. This is one of those trades that if you lose it, like you lost it on like 1, 2, like 3.5 point risk, and let me count that perfect 1, 2, 3, yeah, 3.5 point risk. You lost 3.5 points, and if you think your premise is still good, you'll try to enter again and try to swing 3.5 points. Right. All right, Panda's market just opened. If you guys could be so nice, give me a chart check. Let me know if my charts look exactly like yours. And this is tricky because if this is a trading range, then we don't need a breaker trend to new low, actually. We can work with a fail second entry short here and still get a nice reversal. I wouldn't be surprised also if we could come back to yesterday's close. But yeah, let's just see what happens. You know, that's not a trade I like to take here. Right, bottom of a trading range. Far away from 20 May. We do have this trend line that you could work with. And I'm sitting on my pause here. I'll wait for a better setup than that. Thanks for confirming, Bad J. By the way, I do have a tick refresher. So you're going to see this go very fast. It's not because my candles are moving faster than yours. It's just refreshing quicker, so I'm seeing more action. I'm seeing more ticks, right? Like even when these candles move, you miss out on some of those movements. That's why sometimes it just skips and you just see like all of a sudden, like sometimes the candles just create the next candle and it was already halfway there. And that's because your charts are not refreshing quick enough. So this is a refresher on the charts, and so I just want to be able to see every single movement that the candles are making here. No trades here. This trend line is looking pretty solid right now, and we have a clear destination of yesterday's close. So, but I don't know, to be honest. I mean, we can bounce back up here at any moment. It's pretty back and forth coming down here. I'm not sure what kind of day we're gonna have. I mean, it looks like a trading range day. It just doesn't look strong. I know we're in a downtrend right now, but even this downtrend looks just slow and grinding. The candles are small. There's no conviction behind this downtrend. Going to the target here, which is yesterday's close. It's this red line here. Yesterday's close. quite a move down. In my opinion, hard to enter any of these trades. Just too far away from the 20 MA. I actually wouldn't be surprised if we just sit around this area the entire day. Just creating an inside bar on a daily chart. And it's unfortunate because it's going to make a really boring session during stream, but you can only take what the market gives you. I'm about to hit the 240 SMA. Strong push down. That surprises me. This is surprising to me. It's just a really strong push down right now. Always in short. Has been. Probably since the break of this candle has been always in short. You can see people entering limit orders one tick above the previous candle's high. Trying to go short. And these are limit orders up here, and now you see a stop order beneath it triggering. So you got limit orders and stop orders all going downwards. And that's where the language part comes in, where sometimes that's the case, right? This is where probabilities come in too, you know? Sometimes it'll look like this, and every time it looks like this, it doesn't mean it'll always go down. When you're seeing it, that's what's happening, and this is what's causing it to go down. Obama. Mostly Albrooks. At this point, mostly just Albrooks. $240 SMA is causing a little bit of pullback here. Market's deciding to buy up a little bit, protecting their profits, right? So they're trying to take their profits from this big swing down. Especially with the strong push down here, they say, okay, I'll take my profits here. If I were in this trade, I would basically have a stop loss 2 points above the 20 MA and just see how far down I can go. This is hard to get in. I can't enter this, but this trend line is very accurate. It's just hard to take, in my opinion. Like, trades off of this trend line. We do have an overnight low to mark here. Some may call this a supply, some sort of supply zone. Bounce right back to yesterday's high, or sorry, Friday's close. Multiple bull bars in a row. This is confusing. I mean, I can't enter. I basically, there's no trade in here I would really enter. I wouldn't just go long here. I wouldn't do that. Could maybe take a chance there. Maybe take a chance there. I don't know. I probably wouldn't. I mean, at least a higher low setup. That's what you want. Demand zone, correct. Demand means people want to buy it. Supply means people want to sell it. Good morning, guys. I hope you guys are doing well. I mean, look at the multiple bull bars in a row coming back above the 20 MA. I mean, strong push down. And then this. What do I do here other than it looks like maybe some sort of first break of trend? And now we're like, you see the 20 MA and the 240 SMA starting to converge. I don't know if I even want to go long here, even though this is a nice little reversal pop, like push up here. It's not really a place where I like to go long. Would I like to go short here? That's hard as well. I mean, I would expect a new low just because this was such a strong push down. You're thinking some follow through, and on a higher time frame, it simply just looks like this big push down, and you want this is the first pullback, and you want some follow through to break this low. Typically, right, because you want it to make a two-legged move, A, B, C, something like this on the higher time frame. The 5-minute chart, it's just been big push down. I mean, strong bull bar, any on a high like this is just, you know, a higher low setup. Hard to take any of these trades, really. You know, no setups. No setups. You know, Whiskey Monday. Monday's fun day, man. What's the alcoholic beverage that begins with M? Molotov Monday. Modelo. DX. M beer. Just put an M before any alcohol name. Modelo. I like Modelo. Mojito Monday. Okay. I get it. Not bad. Mojito Monday. This is a trap trade. I'm not willing to take it just because it's a first breaker trend. Super strong move up though, which is great. Also far away from 20 MA. So even though it's a trap, you can't. No, not all traps are created equal. Mimosa Monday, Moonshine Monday. Ooh, that's Martini. You know what? I actually really like martinis. So Lee Crabtree. You hit it on the head. I mean, honestly, but if you're thinking about like in the morning, I don't think a martini is the best drink for the morning. You know, you have things like mojito. I can imagine drinking that in the morning, or a mimosa. Mimosa, obviously, is a brunch cocktail. I put a poll up here to see how many trades you guys take, and it seems like a majority of you guys take 1 to 5 trades, which I think is a healthy amount, depending on your style, of course. If you're doing like 6 to 10, I can see that, you know, that's kind of probably you're really looking at, you know, charts all day. But if you're like in the 1 to 5 range, you're probably looking at charts just, you know, a couple hours, moving on. And really, the amount of setups maybe is around 5 to 6. That's what I would say. The amount of good setups you might get, especially with the second entry longs or second entries. Shaker, not stirred. To 10K chart, we actually just bounced off the 20 EMA like this with a nice signal bar. So, I mean, I'm still looking for that new low here. Break a trend to new low. A lower high setup here. It's another push down. This really might be a battle at Friday's close. We might just have a battle here, just a trading range that's gonna just go in and out of this close. And on the daily chart, what that means is gonna be a doji bar. That's all it's gonna be. But I don't know, too hard to tell right now. It's a little too early. Hasn't even been 20 minutes, pandas. Actually, so a lot of you guys take 1 to 5 trades. People are taking 20 plus trades. I'm curious on what your strategy is. I'm really curious what your strategy is if you're taking 20 plus trades. I'm not sure if I know many strategies that would bring in 20 plus. It might be across different instruments, maybe. Maybe you're using like just strategy, maybe like 5 to 6 trades per instrument. Not sure. We have a second entry long here. I'm actually looking for a trap trade to the downside. We got a micro double top because I'm still looking for a new low here. So I'm looking for a failed second entry long. A, B, C, and we have a double top here. That might be enough for traders to come in. Double top with an inside bar. It might be enough for people to go short. I like a failed second entry long here to go short here. Still looking for that new low here. So some traders will go short at the break of this low here, or the break of this candle's low, because they're thinking double top, right? This is a good reversal spot. Double top with the inside bar, good enough setup for me to go short. And some people will take that. I'm gonna just wait patiently. I sit on my pause to the actual setup here. Potential fail second entry long here. Still looking for that new low. The signal bar is quite large at this point if you're going to take this. Some people will count this as a break of trend to new low here, looking for a long trade now. I mean, it's hard to go against these two bull bars. Even if we go short here, this is hard to say. Now we're above the 20 MA as well. Okay, trap is gone. Good push up. What ended up happening is more of this ending up being a break of trend, maybe looking for a new high now. But this move down had a two-legged move, of course, right? It's second entry long, but break a trend to new low. This became a micro trend, and this is kind of more of a little larger medium trend. It's a new high is trying to be created right now. Tricky. I mean, I'm not really going long right there looking at these candles. Ends up being a decent push up. Still no setups that I like. When you have such a strong push down like this, you're thinking there might be another test of a new low. But, I mean, it's a little more surprising that this was just reversed like this on a dime. It can happen, but it's, you know, the less likely thing to do. Momsy Mix ask, what is this forex? This is the futures market. I'll be kind today, Momsy. It's not like you clicked on a link and everything about the stream basically is in the title, telling you what instrument it is, even telling you the strategy that we're using. But I'll excuse all that. Honest mistake. You know, you come in and you ask, is this forex? You know, sometimes a little due diligence might be needed on the audience part. But I get it. You know, you just see a thumbnail of some charts. You're like, okay, I just want to see what it is. Gonna just click it. This is the emini futures market, S&P futures. I want to go long here. Nah, I already see a break of trend to new high. I'm actually looking for a short trade reversal trade right now. Not sure in what way it's going to come, but I'm not looking to go long here. Someone asked, why not scalp short now, double top? You can scalp this. You actually, in my mind, you can't scalp this. What you actually have to do here, you have to swing trade this. This is a double. If you want to trade this as a double top, you gotta understand this is your risk, and you can do a 2 times risk reward here. And you have to be willing to hold it down until it hits this area, which it can hit. But you gotta understand that this is not a 90% setup. This is more like a 40% setup. Right? I mean, you can't be expecting to make 2 times your risk reward. Anything really better than like a 40% setup. If you look on the higher time frames, we actually made a second entry short. Good signal bar. And I would actually take this trade.
10,000 tick trap.
A, B, C. Coming back down. Good signal bar. I almost want to take like a lower high setup on this smaller time frame. I mean, on the 10K, this is like this is a nice setup to take. Strong push down, 2-legged move. A, B, C, good signal bar, triggering beneath the 20 MA. Looking for a new low here. Right, you're looking for this to continue and break this pivot to make a new low. That's what you're looking for, at least. And so on the smaller time frame, like when we make this lower, if we make a lower high here, like I might be interested in going short. I mean, I'm gonna wait for my setup here. I mean, this is starting to get a little choppy. But in my opinion, if you take this double top trade, you have to swing it down here. Very tough if you're in the 10K trading 10K. You just got stopped out on the 10,000 tick chart. Right? If you took that short, you just got stopped out, which is very, very savage. I think that is just vicious. The market is out to take your money and leave you nothing.
10,000
just
tick
stopped
trap.
you out right now on a pretty good setup on this higher time frame, in my opinion. Solid second entry long, or sorry, second entry short. Trap does trigger. Is it actually going to trigger here? Maybe double top. Reverses. Absolutely incredible. That is vicious. That is truly vicious. This is why we have the 240 SMA. Because when we bounce off of it like this, it's usually a good place for reversal. Honestly, I don't know. I mean, this could be a break of trend, or sorry, break of trading range, failed breakout, come back into our trading range, coming back to yesterday's close, or we can follow this trend line and we're now in a strong uptrend. It's hard for me to say right now. I really don't know. I mean, we also have a break of trend to new high, and this new high happens to look like this. Also, obviously in the higher time frames, we got a trap trade, and these traps are very strong, typically in these higher time frames. But I don't know. I still feel like the trend is not strong to go up, in my opinion. I almost like this lower high setup to go short back into our trading range created by the trading range indicator. We may have a trend line and also a second entry long here, and 20 EMA. If you think this is a strong uptrend, this is the long you need to take. Strong push up, nice entry bar. Trap trade actually here. Very confusing now. You couldn't scalp out there. Very close to scalping out. Actually, you got stopped out now if you went long there. It's just confusing. It's just confusing. I obviously don't want to go short here because we're above the 20 MA, and also this trend line might be in the way. So I don't want to go short here, but this is just, I mean, it's a fail second entry long, and it's reversing at a place where we have a break of trend to new high, and okay, yeah. So the good trade here was to take that short here, which I was looking for, but yeah, it's tricky. It's tricky. This is tricky. That was tricky in my opinion. We had a fail second entry long, A, B, C, second entry long, and that fails and it reverses at the top of a trend line, or top of a trading range, sorry. But the problem is that we're hitting the 20 MA and also our trend line here, so I'm not like super eager to go short right into those supports. It does end up kind of getting caught here and reversing a little bit, so no follow through on that.
10,000 tick trap.
Whew, confusing. I may want this lower high setup. 3 failures, 1, 2, 3. I may want this lower high setup because we have those 3 failures up now, and we're kind of getting choppy here. And I see a clear place to go. I'm gonna take this lower high setup. Do not copy my trades, pandas. Trade at your own risk. Do not copy my trades. Don't do it. Ah! Ah! No follow through. Whoa! Don't want to enter this still? My risk is small. Ooh, risk is small, but that's not good follow through. Ooh, pandas, changed my mind. I have no idea what's happening. That's very disappointing. If you're short here, that's a very disappointing trade. Okay. If this reverses, I'll take the short. It's a good signal bar to go long. It might attempt to make a new high. Maybe this might be first break of this trend. I'm gonna look for a short trade here, pandas. Do not copy my trades. I'm gonna do it. Don't copy my trades. Don't do it. Let's see if I can time this. All right. Do not copy my trades, pandas. I have a feeling this is gonna break my neck. This trade. If I enter, I feel like it's gonna reverse and break my neck. It's gonna be one of those trades. I just see multiple failures breaking up here, thinking this is a good time to go short. And if we break this high, I don't know if I'm still interested in this trade. Yeah, no longer interested. The higher time frames, we're above the 20 MA, and we're kind of just resting above it. We're pinched between the 240 SMA and the 20 MA on the higher time frames. By the way, if you want to know what time frame I'm looking at, you can look at the top left of your screen, and you can see exactly what chart I'm looking at. I'm looking at the 5-minute chart now. A, B, C. Possible reversal here. Very confusing market, and it's just it's so confusing. I just don't know what trade to enter. I mean, we had this reversal trap trade here, but no follow through. Now we may come back down. Right, the 10K chart, very confusing trade. All right, if you went short there on a nice signal bar off the 20 MA on the 10K chart, yeah, I wouldn't blame you. That's not bad, but ends up reversing, gets you with some risk here. About 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, basically 6 points of risk, and yeah. Essentially, pandas, I have no idea what's happening, and knowing that is a good thing. Knowing that you don't know what's happening is a good thing to admit, because this means you're just sitting on your paws. Prevent yourself from losing a lot of money here. I'm not making money, but I'm not losing money. I gotta let this resolve. I don't know what's happening. I need to let this resolve. People who say they know what's happening here have no idea. They're lying. You see how we're going in and out of 20 MA like this? Even this trade, you can't take that trade. It's a second entry short. But, I mean, if I were maybe break a trend new low, looking for a long trade now. A, B, C, fail second entry short, maybe going long. That might be a trade here. Setup. I don't know. Break a trend, new low. Yeah, I mean, obviously not. It's breaking down. Let's just give a round of applause of the trading range indicator for doing its job. Just up, fail breakdown, up, back down, up, back down to it. letting us know. See, even in this area, I didn't go long here because we were at the top of that trading range on the trading range indicator, and I felt hesitant to go long here. And after 1, 2, 3 failures, I wanted to go short on the setup, but not on this one, not on the first entry, first pullback. Not on a gray one. I rarely take trades on gray ones. Usually when they're gray ones, it's very confusing. Everything has reset on the gray ones. And guess where we are? We're back to yesterday's close and a higher time frame. We may make it that new low on the 5-minute chart. Just to balance off the 20 MA. I mean, simple as that. We didn't even get our second entry long on the 5-minute chart. 5-minute chart also showing trading range, top to the bottom. Perhaps we might hit it. 10K also trading range. 2000 tick chart trading range here, but we're breaking kind of below it now. Strong bear bars ending on their low. Would I trade a failed breakout of this trading range? Right? Would I fade it to come back in? Maybe. It depends on the setup, really. I mean, if we come all the way back up here and we have a trap trade to the long side, maybe. Thinking this trading range. I mean, the trading range still is active. You can see it because it continues to form. Big push up, absolutely incredible. That's how confusing the market is right now. Big push down, strong bear bars, anyone's low. The whole market's thinking, okay, strong is the bear trend has begun. We're gonna hit all these cards. We're gonna make a new low, and then next thing you know, it just rips your face off and reverses. It's absolutely incredible. The trading range indicator is still active here. You can see as it continues to form here. It's actually reversing up, and it's actually a good trade long because it's basically a bear trap at this point. Bear trap, actually a good trade to go long here. To be honest, I don't even know how to really mark this. Break a trend, new low. Thought it was gonna go up here, huh? Pandas, everyone, just take a nap. Take a nap, come back in about 1 hour. That's what the market's trying to tell us right now. This is kind of expected, especially because we have news tomorrow, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. So I will expect the slow day to be Monday while we await what the Fed will do, especially on Wednesday. I mean, we might even have a slow day tomorrow. I don't know how impactful the news will be tomorrow. It's news that I really don't even know what it is. It's CB, consumer confidence, and I'm not sure historically how much impact that's have had on the markets, but it is categorized as a high impact news event, and so you know, you gotta take it for what they say. Higher low setup, second entry long, maybe back to the top of this trading range, quite possibly. Really wouldn't be surprised if it was, especially now that we're bouncing off right to 240 two times now. Whoo! From the bottom back to the top. Everyone, just give the trading range indicator a round of applause. Just pat on the back for being such a good indicator. I guess I could have taken that long trade. I'm too much of a wuss right now. I'm actually really so confused. In my opinion, like when I see the trading range looking like this, it's more like for me to not do anything, because it's just a matter of time until one of your trades just fail and reverse is strong. The funny thing is, if anyone announces recession, that's gonna mean that the Fed will most likely start to lower interest rates. Whew, and that's gonna be scary. Inflation is gonna be insane. Wow, if they start to lower interest rates, I am genuinely scared of what's gonna happen to the US dollar. If they start to lower interest rates in this kind of environment, start to go back to quantitative easing, whew, I don't know. This market is really crazy though. I really have no idea what's happening. Jacobo asks, what are your thoughts on trading Nasdaq versus S&P? Nasdaq typically has more volatility, and it's more stacked with tech. S&P 500 is a pretty good mix of a lot of things, but there's a lot of tech in S&P 500 as well. So they move very similarly, but that's people who trade Nasdaq, the swings are very, very large, very strong. Like I almost, I've tried it and it's very crazy, but yeah, I mean, I have nothing against trading it. Justin Doss, you probably have to turn off Ninja and turn it back on. It's a little weird if you only have 4 bars since they open. Trap trade alongside, but we're completely contained within this trading range. Can't take a trade there. I mean, there's a possibility this is a breakout, and you can trade it like that. And if you want to trade like that, you just have to have a really good risk reward here because the probability is so low. But notice, pandas, the trading range indicator found this trading range back here. For me, it was more of like, okay, like a red alert, where you're thinking potentially, let's go long here off the 20 MA on a 2-leggy, and it reverses on you, and I would be like, but the trading range indicator saying technically we're top of a trading range, so I probably wouldn't go long here and save myself, a loss right there. Does reverse make a trap?
Five-minute trap.
Umit asks, where do you follow news? Forex Factory has always been a good one. We had a trap somewhere. Oh, what's this? We have a 2-leggy on the 5-minute chart. A, B, C. 2-legged pullback. Risk is quite large. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. About 6 points. Almost 7 points of risk. Lower high setup on the 10K chart. 2000 tick chart. I mean, the 240 SMA is just being a support at the moment. Coming back to yesterday's close or Friday's close. Like I mentioned, I wouldn't be surprised if all day today if we just keep going in and out of Friday's close essentially creating a doji bar on the daily chart because the market's confused. It doesn't know what it wants to do because there's big announcements coming up, but people are taking their positions. Steven Jaden says, I think the USD is the world's reserve currency. Kellyanne got her swing. Let's go, baby. I don't know what's going on. I guess I can go short here for the content, but typically I want to come back to the 20 EMA, and I feel more comfortable taking this third push down. But yeah, I mean, taking this one, you're basically saying this is a strong bear trend now, and you're going to take that reversal. These higher time frames are still looking for a new low and also reaching the bottom of the trading range on the 5-minute chart. The 5-minute chart has a nice little, swing trade here. I'll take a second entry short here. I'll take it. As you can see, the trading range indicator stopped forming. This push down was strong enough to break the trading range, right? Making the trading range say this is an actual genuine breakout. So, in my opinion, I'm not sure if it's worth fading back into the trading range. It makes a double top here. I'm just sitting my pause. I really care less what happens here. If I were to take this trade, I need my setup. I waited this long, so I'm not gonna take a micro double top where I need a break of previous candle's high. But that ends up becoming a hidden second entry short. People took that as a second entry short. Right? A B C. People took that and scalped out. It's just the market these days. I think the last like 4 or 5 streams has been doing this to me, where I'm looking for a certain trade and it does a micro double top or micro double bottom. I'm trying to go short and it does a micro double top instead of actually breaking the previous candle's high, giving me that second pullback, but does this micro double top thing and then goes along the way I thought it was going to go. It's been doing that a lot these days on stream, and so there's nothing I can do to prevent that other than maybe changing my tick count. Because on a smaller time frame, most likely that was a second entry second entry short. But what can you do? You just see it happen and just let it be. Just move on. Next trade. Most of you guys take about 1 to 5 trades. As you can see, I've taken 0 trades so far. Nothing I like. I mean, for most of the stream, we've been doing this. Right? This is most of the stream, and I just didn't want to take any trades there. I'm approaching about 10k subs, pandas. Put in the chat any good ideas that you have for a 10k special. I mean, I'm already gonna think about doing a giveaway, and I know all of you guys are gonna say face reveal, but the thing is, my face has already been revealed. I'm a panda. But any other like kind of interactive things you want to do, or anything you guys want to see? Apex accounts giveaway. I mean, I could do an Apex giveaway, but I think what I'm gonna ask Apex for a coupon for you guys. Sing a duet with that would be amazing. If I could get Michael Chin on this channel, the internet would explode. Turtle Toes wants a longer stream. We can work something out. I finally see you drink that whiskey. Yeah, I'm gonna definitely try to get a Apex code for you guys. Steven H says, I haven't seen you drink in weeks. I know. I have some good whiskeys now too. I stopped by a store, and it was like kind of like a outlet store, like a big liquor store, and I was looking for just the usual stuff that I look for. And they didn't have any, and I was like kind of shocked. I was like, how do you not have any of this stuff? You know, I can find these in like smaller stores. And they're like, we don't have any of those, but we do have these. And they open a shelf, and they just reveal just a treasure cove of Yamazaki 12 years. And I was shocked. I've never seen so many Yamazakis. I've never seen a Yamazaki actually ever on the shelf, and I was shocked. Maybe I'll give access to the Discord. Maybe that'll be part of the 10K special. I don't know. That's another perk I guess I can give away. Yeah, 100K is my face review. I already mentioned, if you guys want to see my face, it will be at 100K, and it might be like 4 or 5 years from now until that happens. Stephen Wayner, Knob Creek. No setups for me whatsoever. And again, we're going in and out of yesterday's close, and so it's kind of what I expected today might be like. I'm kind of looking still for that new low though. I'm looking for that new low here, and the 10,000 tick chart, you can see that we actually created a trap trade, and the trap triggers on the 10,000 tick chart, and we're probably looking for a new low here. I think, you know, we have a failed second entry long and potential trying to get that new low. A, B, C, second entry long, fails, triggers the trap, looking for a new low, and that's kind of what I would expect. In right, we're beneath the 20 EMA here, and it's kind of what I expect will be a new low with this kind of setup. But I mean, this is a disappointing bar, right? That's not what you want to see if you're short here. It's unfortunate, but that's what it looks like.
Mm. 10,000 tick trap.
Maybe I should have taken that short. I was looking at this chart. I was thinking about taking it, and it just like crumbled. Wow. Yep, new low about to be created. Yesterday's low, or sorry, overnight low about to be tested here. I'm not sure if something happened. That was a big, strong move. Always in short. We just broke yesterday's low, or sorry, overnight low. Wow. I'm not sure if something happened. I'm not sure if something got announced, but miss Panda trades for a day. That'd be so funny. I'll lose all my money. That was a nice trap trade to take, in my opinion. I was thinking about taking it, but what a move down. You're thinking follow through most likely on this candle or on this move down. Now you're thinking break a trend to new low, break a trend to attempt a new high here, and that fails and then reverses. So you're thinking probably downtrend at this point, some sort of downtrend. Big move down, and yeah, couldn't get a piece of it. I was actually really looking at to try to go short here, but it happened so quick. I couldn't react.
$10,000 tick trap.
Now it's getting completely choppy sideways. A big push up. These movements are a little scary at how fast they are happening. This is the second entry short, but yesterday's low or overnight low could be acting as a support here. Hard to say. Inside bar. Do I want to take the short trade here? Okay, you got stopped out if you did. I don't know if I want to go long here either, to be honest. It could have been break a trend here, new low, and simply just reversal trade. Could be break a trend here, new low. Okay, we're above the 20 MA, strong bull bars, any under high. This is a pretty decent pullback. Let's see. Not that good. So second entry short here above the 20 MA. I don't know, it's hard for me to take that. Decent signal bar to go long. It's an L4 setup. I don't know. A, B, C. Maybe. Looking to go long. Looking for a second entry long here. Do not copy my trades. The risk is getting huge. It's quite annoying how big this risk is getting. Signal bar is terrible. I'm not interested in that trade anymore. It's a second entry long though, but the risk got huge and it became a doji bar. Second entry long, right? Especially when you have a break a trend new low and reversal setup.
10,000 tick trap.
Well, second entry long does trigger here with the even worse signal bar. Right, if you're gonna take this risk, it's a big risk as well. So from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, about 4.5 points of risk. Hard for me to take that trade. I would take maybe a higher low setup here, that, you know, with a better signal bar, but doesn't give it to me. It just goes up. It's just hard to trade this market right now.
$10,000 tick trap.
Panda, it's one of those days. I just don't know. I don't know what's happening here. Very confusing. Pandas, 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 pandas. Could we break a trend to new high here? We could be looking for a downtrend. It's a second just short, but I mean it's a trading range at the end. I mean this is hard to trade this, right? Well, if you want to take a second just short here and the first leg goes above the 20 MA, it just becomes to me it's not valid. It's just not valid. This could have a strong move down, but when you have a move that looks like this, what you need here is a failed second entry long. A, B, C. That is what you need. Oh, pandas. What a day. What a market. I mean, just untradeable in my opinion. I mean, you can start seeing this like a trend. I mean, at the end, the trading range indicator is giving us a big trading range here. Up here, down. It might come back up to it, but this is hard to say. All right, let's give me my setup. What I mentioned, well, you need a fail second entry long here, but I don't like the support here. I don't like it. Pandas, it's nice knowing ya. Gonna take this trade. Coming off the 20 MA. Do not copy my trades. Pandas. In this trade. Let's see if we can get a new low here. Got close. Almost scalped me out. Give me my scalp. Yeah, this might be support here. I wouldn't be surprised if I could stop that here. It's just confusing, and it's gonna stop me out. Pandas. Almost want to just skunk it and just take my loss here. I went short right into support, and it's just, I said, if you know the fail second entry long happens here, I'll take it, and it happened, and it's gonna get me. It's gonna bite me in the butt. Got me out. Pandas. That's why you just don't trade on days like this. Just let it go. Let it go, pandas. Let it go. Yeah, I mean, I saw this cluster. I just didn't think it would be a good trade. But I said a failed second entry long, man. Once that happens, A, B, C, failed second entry long at 20 MA. I said I'll take it. We already had a break a trend new high. Thinking maybe another push down here. And it is what it is. You know, it's just these kind of days. These setups just don't work. Oh. What to do, what to do. It is what it is. One trade I take. That's all I said. I thought it was okay. I thought it was okay. The one thing I didn't like was, obviously I drew this out, but it was a trading range, and basically I'm trying to trade the breakout of this trading range here and pay the price. Fading it would have been better plan there. Maybe a higher low setup might be a good trade here to take. Seeing how this fails, maybe a higher low, come back into our trading range. If I had a higher low with enough room to the top of this trading range, I will consider it. Now it's not enough room. I'll let it go. That might be my only trade today, and it is just what it is. You know, when you have a limited amount of time, and you just one bad trade, it's just what's gonna happen. Pandas. This stream is to teach you what not to do during a day where there is just no movement. I had my reasons why I entered that trade. I'll take it. I understand. I understood the risk. The risk was 3.5 point risk. It's not that bad. 3.5 point risk. I'm actually thinking about going long here, pandas. Do not copy my trades. Let's see if we can get a higher low, because now actually we have a higher low here that is enough room to the top of this trading range. So I'll take this higher low setup. Do not copy my trades. I might get burned again here. But it is what it is. And it is what it is, pandas. I'm about. That's what I thought. That's what I thought. Higher low setup. Trying to fade this breakdown and try to come back up to the top of our trading range here. Let's see if we can get it. Pandas, if I lose this trade, I'm gonna cry. I'm just joking. No emotions. I do absolute zero emotional trading. That's the kind of trading I do on the stream. We do zero emotion trading, and you're about to see that right here. Zero emotions. I have zero emotions when I trade. But I say if I lose this trade, I will be on tilt.
Tick trap.
I will certainly be on tilt if I lose this trade. What can I say? Pandas, this is not looking good. The fact that we're just continually underneath here, it just makes me feel not so warm and fuzzy. Zero emotions. I have zero emotions. Nope, zero emotions. Just pandas. Pandas. Pandas, pandas, pandas. 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 Pandas! The higher low setup, trying to come back to the top of our trading range, ends up becoming a second entry long trade setup, and it's gonna go without me after stopping me out. Pandas, I am done. I am done. Pandas, I'm done. That's it. I took 2 trades today, and somehow I became on tilt. So it is what it is. Pandas, I'll see you guys bright and early tomorrow. Remember, there is news tomorrow at 10 o'clock, and make sure you're aware of that. And yeah, 9 o'clock pre-market show, 9:15 mainstream. I'll see you guys all there. I'm gonna work to get that bamboo back. But pandas, I'll see you guys. This is ridiculous. As always, happy trading. God bless. Bye.